Today, more than ever, it's becoming difficult to stand out in a crowded market when buying a home. In a tougher competition for homes, buyers often find themselves in the middle of a bidding war. There are things that buyers' agents can do when helping a client to make an offer on a house that has multiple bids. Do you want to know about those tips? That's what I'm talking about today. Let's roll. Hello everyone, Eva Aguilar here, your Realtor in Las Vegas. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have found the perfect home, this is your time to shine. Have in mind that every seller has different goals and needs, and you should try to accommodate them. Here are 7 tips that you should be implementing along with your agent to make your offer stand out from the others. Tip number 1, understand the market. You need to be aware of what you're about to face. You're going to a war and you must be prepared for it. In a competitive market, the sellers are expecting multiple offers and asking for the highest and best. This means that the sellers are going to look at the amount of the money you're offering, but also about the terms of your offer. In the market that we are facing right now in Las Vegas, most buyers are making offers above listing price. So you might need some extra cash to cover the difference if the house doesn't appraise at the purchase price. Tip number 2, get pre-approved. A mortgage pre-approval is essential in a competitive home buying market because it immediately shows to the sellers that you are a qualified buyer. You have probably heard many times that an all-cash buyer has the advantage. However, it can be difficult to get a cash offer. It's not unheard of. For some sellers, it's not always about the price. Some cash offers might come with unacceptable contingencies, which will make a buyer with a loan a better deal. Tip number 3, start with your best offer. Avoid lowball offers, please, as you might not get the opportunity to negotiate. Go with a mindset that you only have one chance to present your strongest offer. In a seller's market, submitting an offer that is below the asking price probably is going to be a waste of time, even if you are a cash buyer. If you were the seller, would you take a lowball offer when you have 10, 20, or maybe 30 more offers to choose from? Think about it. Tip number 4, get as much information as possible on what the seller wants. Does the seller need a leaseback or long closing period? Would they rather to sell all their furniture and just leave the house as is? Do they want a buyer who will appreciate the house for what it is and not tear them down for a flip? Some sellers don't want to work with an investor because they are emotionally attached to the house. They'd rather a buyer who takes care of the home the same way they have done it. You might be surprised by what tilts them in your favor. You will never know if those questions are not asked by your agent. Tip number 5, be careful with what you ask. In a competitive seller's market, you need to be very careful on what you ask to the seller. This is not the time to ask for concession if you want your offer to be accepted. Don't ask for closing costs, paint or carpet allowance, and don't ask for a home warranty. Tip number 6, shorten or waive contingency. Some sellers will accept your price if you provide some consideration that can speed up the transaction, like shorten the days on the home inspection, appraisal, and shorter closing days. There are circumstances where it might make sense to waive certain contingencies. If you do have the option to waive any of the contingencies, just be sure to understand the potential risks involved. Your agent will be a great help here. Tip number 7, be patient. With dealing with multiple offers, the home buying process becomes very emotional and some buyers get frustrated. Don't give up. Remember, with the right agent, you will get that home. Once you are prepared to make your offer, make sure with your agent that everything is set up and ready to go. Remember, money is a critical part of the offer, of course, but money alone usually is not enough. Sellers will look at your entire offer as a whole package. They will weigh everything from contingencies to closing costs before making a decision based on their needs. Okay, that's it for today. I hope this video was helpful to you. Feel free to contact me for any questions or you can leave them in the comments. See you next time.